One of us knows what's going on. All right. Sorry, I need to open it here too, because
that baby had tiny feathers.
I know we have to have a ton of windows open for the Excel stuff.
Yeah, I know, me too. Okay, lesson 12, right? Is that what we're on?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I have it up. Do you have it up, Maxie?
Yeah.
Okay. So we need. Okay. T distribution applet. Oh, if needed, or whatever. Okay, sorry. I'm just reading like what it says. You need the following file. Okay. Oh, sorry. All these windows open here with all the different, like you were saying.
Do you mean your Windows or mine?
No, mine. I just have all this, like, all these Excel stuff open. So we're good. Okay. Angela, you want to start us off?
Suppose we have a set of paired data. And I really want to read all this information. What is the value of the test statistic? So that would be T equals D over standard deviation divided by square root of N.
Wait, D. Oh, I guess if it's always D minus 0,
Okay, yes.
it would just be
E.
Yeah.
Okay, so D over standard deviation over, right? Is that? I'm just making sure I have the right thing written down.
Yeah, it's T equals D over standard deviation divided by the square root of N.
Okay, okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, that's what I have written down. And okay, is it D minus 0? I mean, obviously, then it would just be D.
Yeah, it is, though. Yeah, it has that sign over it.
Oh, no, that wasn't our doorbell. She heard your doorbell, my daughter, and thought it was ours. And so she's like, someone's here.
That's funny.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so then the D bar or whatever that is. That's, oh, it has it right here.
So we do 2.2
over
3.3 divided by the square root of 9.
Okay. Let me see if I can.
Do you have 0.22 something?
Wait, I got 2 is the answer I got.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, well, I got 0.22, so let's, I don't know. I
have a lot of 2.
So do you do the 3.3 divided by that, the square root of 9? And then
so
divided by that?
So when I was putting it in my calculator, yeah, basically that, the order of operations. I did 2.2 divided by parenthesis 3.3 divided by square root of 9,
Okay.
parenthesis again. So it does that equation first and then
Okay. Now I got 2.
does the other one.
So, do you see how she got that, Maxie?
2.2.
So you do the top half, which is already done, the 2.2. So then do the 3.3 divided by the square root of 9, and you'd get 1.1. So then 2.2 divided by 1.1 is 2.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That order of operations thing. Okay, so then the answer for number 3 is 2.
Yep.
Okay. So number 4, oh, hang on here. Okay. I'll read. The probability of obtaining a statistic greater than Jordan's test statistic is 0.0403. Use this probability to determine the p-value for Jordan's hypothesis test. Okay, so do we put this into that applet thing or to get the p-value?
Yeah.
Is it the normal applet or that different?
No, it's the different one.
Okay. So 0.04. Wait, that's the, we're trying, okay, sorry. I'm putting it in the wrong place here. We put that on the T, right? So the P value is 0.9704. Oh wait, hang on. You put it in the T value underneath? Is that what we do?
Is that 0.08?
It should be 0.08.
Not coming up. I'm just putting it in the chart. Hang on. Huh. Should be 0.08. Is that what you guys said?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is
Well, so
T probabilities that thing that that applet, or is it the old applet?
Sorry, just a second. Oh, okay. So oh yeah. Okay. So I'm just trying to work out how to explain this. So Jordan's
Mhm.
okay, so since our test is two-tailed, we need to times her value by 2, and that's what gives us our other one. So that should give you 0.0806, which in our
Wait,
test.
Time.
So
what
yeah,
by
so
this statistic.
so since our test is two-tailed, and given that the probability of obtaining a test greater than Jordan is 0.0403, so that would have told us P parenthesis T greater than 2 is that number. So this hypothesis, our test is two-tailed. So since it's two-tailed, we have to times her number by 2.
So do we even use that applet?
I
thing?
didn't.
Okay. So, rounding to 3 decimals, did you do 0.081?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, I'm just going to try and make a note of that. Two-tailed. Okay.
Ordinateur ça pas de problème.
Okay, I get that. All right, number 5 then. What is the test statistic of the same group of stuff? Okay. So we need chapter.
How do we find this?
So use the data file chapter 12 data.
Do you know where the data files are?
Yeah. I'm downloading it.
So perform a paired sample t-test in.
So in our Excel, it's you just copy and paste those into variable 1.
Okay.
But yeah, it's this paired sample t-test. It's the one we're using.
Okay. And no, sure the test group 1 minus group 2. So it doesn't do it that way automatically on here. Is that what I was gathering from the reading? Like to find the difference?
It gives us the difference.
Right, but is it on there as... Okay, that one has it right. I don't know, some of them it wasn't doing like group, or I don't know. I was just confused about the differences. Is it always group 1 minus group 2 no matter what?
Well, I think these are just specifics, so no, I don't. But I could be wrong.
Okay,
but I don't think so.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, it would. If you're talking about difference, that's always going to be subtraction.
Right, I guess I just wasn't sure if it was group 2 minus group 1. Because in the reading, you know, like that weight loss one, it was like they wanted the second number minus the first number, so they got negative numbers. to see the difference. Like, I don't know. I was a little bit confused by that. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it does.
so that one they wanted group 2, mine is group 1. But this one, okay. We're good though. So use the null hypothesis and level alternate hypothesis. Level significance equals 0.10. What is the test statistic? So is that just given on here as T, or do we need to figure it out?
It's T.
Okay. So is that 0.407?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get that, Maxie? All the
No. I don't even see what you did.
So did you get those Excel files downloaded?
Yeah, group 1, group 2.
Yeah. So, and then do you have your other Excel open, the one that we used last week?
quantitative inference procedures?
Yeah.
No, I don't have it open.
So that's what you need to be able to do this.
Okay.
So is it right on the resource page still, like the other one?
I just downloaded all of those things on my computer like day 1 or whenever.
Yeah.
So they're just like all in my own thing.
This is a clever thing.
Do you want one of us to share our screen? If I
Yeah, I think I am so behind that it would take you the whole day to to help me
No,
get
it's
there.
easy.
So I think we may have to move on. And I will download this thing and catch up.
well, I mean, here,
Do
let
you
me
get my point, Angela?
She'll share the screen.
Hey.
It's easy once you
Hello?
get the Excel out. Once you have that.
Hello?
Can you hear us, Maxie?
I miss somebody there.
Can you hear us? Maxie?
Lost him.
Oh, not right when I'm sharing my screen. Okay, I guess I'll unshare my screen. Wait. Okay.
We'll just give him a minute, see if he rejoins. I'm surprised he hasn't used this yet.
Right. Well, and I just thought if he saw it, even if he hasn't done it yet, if he just saw what it's supposed to look like, it'd be like, oh, okay, I got it. You know, like at least when he was doing it.
Well, yeah, and it was in the reading too.
Right.
We got 4 inches of snow last night.
Oh, we've been having rain. So all of our beautiful snow is gone and it's ugly dirt. Well, not dirt, but everything's just like brown and dreary, you know? So I'm kind of like, if it's going to be cold, it might as well have snow on the ground. That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's how my sister is too.
Because otherwise I feel like it's just brown and, you know. Ah, you're back.
Yeah. No, my computer is terrible. It
Well,
cannot open 2 Excel files at a time.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just gonna show you really quick so that like when you do this is, so if you look at the bottom here, there's one sample test. In this lesson, we're doing the paired sample test, t-test. And then when it, of course, well, this is for the B, but the data that we use, you just highlight like these two groups
Mm-hmm.
and paste them over here. Do you see that on the variable 1 and variable 2?
Yeah.
And then it shows us all our differences. So that's where we get the answer, like our T, what's your T test or whatever that question was? It's 4.07 right here on that F24, 23. And then when it asks us those other questions, like it does all the math for you right here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So at least now you kind of can see
Hey.
that now.
Yeah.
Or whatever when you do it. So, okay. So then for number 4 is 0.407.
That's 5.
Or number 5, sorry. Then number 6, we have,
407.
yeah. So then the p-value is 0.689.
Mm-hmm.
0.689. So if the p-value, we're going off of so what's the
Fail
correct?
to reject it.
What is the correct decision then?
Yeah, we failed to reject because it's greater than 0.1, right? The level of significance it gave us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, number 8. Suppose your alternate hypothesis is instead greater than 0. What is a correct decision based on this evidence? So do we go into that Excel sheet and change it to greater than?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it's still,
Well,
or does it not? I don't know.
I don't know that you have to do much more. It still is less than our other ones, so we still fail to reject the null hypothesis.
So do we have, yeah, we still failed to reject it, but we have sufficient evidence to, I guess we have sufficient evidence that the mean of the differences is greater than 0?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you say that?
When you go,
So because our decision in 7, right? So in 7 we failed to reject the null hypothesis because our p-value was bigger than what was the standard they gave us?
0.10.
Yeah, 0.1. So when something's greater than whatever a value they give, then you reject it, or you fail to reject it if it's greater than. If it's less than.
Okay.
And the type of test, if you change it to greater than, it does change the p-value. Because before it was not equal, right? It was like not equal to. It does change the p-value, but not so much that it would change the answer. So we're still greater than 0.
Okay.
That, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. You are not the problem, actually. It's me.
All right.
Okay. Can I read now?
Mm-hmm.
Use the data file, chapter 12, data B1, to answer the next 8 questions. Perform a paired sample t-test in SPSS. Be sure that the test does group 1 minus group 2. This data comes from nosocomial infection. The null hypothesis is H0 mu d equal 0. The alternative hypothesis is H alternative, and the level of significance is the same thing from, which is 0.01. Wasn't it 0.01 before? It was 0.10.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is greater n?
Our n is greater. Because
Okay.
when we post it into Excel, it says that our n is 22 and our DF is 21. So it's higher.
Where did you say you find it, Becca? The Excel file in resources?
Yeah, it's in resources.
It's also in the reading for that week. Like whatever you're using that week, it's in that reading. And then, yeah, I just downloaded them all right away. So I just have like a file on my computer with them on it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So number 10, what's the p-value? 0.001.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we reject the null.
Because it's less than, 0.01.
Okay.
So we reject it.
So number 11, reject the null. 12, you decide to try another alternative hypothesis. This time it's greater than, right?
0.
Okay, and and you keep the same level of significance. Did the p-value increase or decrease? It decreased.
Yep.
Did it tell us the level of significance, by the way?
0.01.
Or sorry, yeah, okay, got it. It did. Sorry, I was like thinking a different thing when I said level of significance, and yes. Okay, moving on. 13, what decision did you make? So reject it still?
Yep.
14. Based on your response from the previous question, what conclusion do you make? Sufficient evidence.
I believe it's the third one.
Sufficient
You have
evidence.
sufficient evidence that there is
A mean difference between the two groups.
And we know that because in the last two, we changed the hypothesis and got a different number. So that's why we have sufficient evidence that there's a difference between the two.
Okay. Those are the ones that get me, are like the word stuff. Like I can do any equation. translating it to English, you know, but I'm getting there. I'm getting better at it. So
As we have seen, the p-value depends on the alternative hypothesis. In general, which alternative hypothesis will give the smallest p-value? Do we have enough information here?
No, we don't. There's not a set rule. It depends on the numbers and the problem. So we don't have enough information.
I was just guessing.
good guess.
To determine the 95% confidence interval for the mean difference between the two groups using group 1 minus group 2. What is the point estimate for this 95% confidence interval? It tells us in Excel.
Does it say point estimate?
It is 11.955. And in Excel, that is under mean, the mean differences.
So is point estimate just another word for mean differences? Or the mean of differences? Like, was that in the reading and I kind of missed it? that's mostly what I'm wondering. Okay, so number. Oh, sorry, what number are we on? 17?
Yeah.
Okay, margin of error for this 95% confidence interval, right? Is this the equation or is it on here? On the Excel file?
It's an equation.
Okay, is that the z times standard deviation over n? Okay. So would our z be a t here?
I believe so. Give me just a second.
Okay, So this one, if the t is 3.737, or if the z is, sorry. Did you get 2.548?
No.
Okay. Did I do the order of operations wrong, or t is something else?
Yeah, give me, I think I almost have it refigured out. So hold on just a moment, sorry. So
Oh, I think I know what I did wrong.
I think this is where we do yeah. So I think we have to do one, sorry, hold on. Let me write this down real quick and I'll tell you. I think I have it now.
Did you get 0.046?
Hold on, I'll tell you when I am done. We might take the entire time doing this. Oh, okay. I really almost have it. I'm sorry. Just a second. I sometimes have to go back and look at old equations to figure out what I was doing wrong. So, okay. So, okay, yeah. So, $15.003.
Ethan Matan, okay. No.
So sorry. I'm like really am close. So just don't give up on me for a second. doing 95%, right?
Yes.
I'm just slightly off, and I'm trying to figure out why that is the case.
So is this the thing where you put in the applet, the 95, and then you use that?
Well, yeah, but yeah, it is.
So what did you get
So it's 1.96, right?
Oh, I got 1 point. No, I didn't get none of that. So do you use that new applet with the T, or do you use the old applet with the Z?
I was doing one from the old one.
So here, no, I'm not done yet. Okay, so if we use the old applet, hey, go in, turn it down all the way, or go to the other room, sweetie. Go to the other room or turn it all the way down. Let's try this. Oops. I definitely got the wrong or different than you. So what was your equation
So what do you have now?
with that new one? And now I have 0.043. Before I had 0.046. So what did you have for your equation? Like what were the numbers in it?
Sorry, give me 1 second and I'll tell you. Because I had this figured out and I just, yeah. Are y'all super late for something? Because I had it right and I need to refigure this out real quick.
Mhm. Ah, on peut faire peut-être non 10 minutes encore. Non, 10 minutes encore.
And you did it once already, you said? Angela, like you got that right answer?
Yes. So I'm almost there. I just.
Kau dojen bagay sa ou lave, chéri? Kau dojen bagay sa ou lave? Okay.
I don't know why I can't figure this out. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Well, what was your, like it's the equation, z times standard deviation over n? Is that what it?
That's what I keep doing, but I think I'm doing something wrong.
Well, what were your numbers for that?
So I was doing 1.96 times 15.003 divided by square root of t.
I thought, did we get a new margin of error formula?
No, I probably have numbers wrong.
Well, like the standard deviation over n,
Mm-hmm.
like no square root of anything.
Well, oh yeah, it was. Oh yeah, I had 1.96 times 15.003 over the square root of 22.
It's just 22 though, right?
So that's probably my issue.
So where did you get the 1 point whatever?
Because that's for a 95% interval, confidence interval.
Did you put that in the applet? Or is that on the?
Yeah, well, you use the applet to find it.
So like when I put 0.95 in the area, the z score I get is 0.063.
You.
Is that what we do? Like put 9.95?
Hold on. I had this written down. I just an old lesson. I don't remember how we got it, but it was in the reading. Because 90% is like the 1.645.
Okay. Since all. So with that 1 point, whatever you got, and instead of doing square root of n, square root of 22, did that get you the right answer?
Close, but no, it didn't, which is why I am trying to figure out. I'm missing a step, I think.
Yeah, because like in the reading, I'm not even seeing margin of error at all, but it was in the
So let's
homework. But the homework, or not the homework, the prep assignment, that doesn't really show you how to do anything.
Yeah. Just a second.
Also, we got number 8 wrong because I submitted to see about all the other ones. So
It's right on mine. Yeah, because it was the second option, not the third.
So you just submitted?
it was the second one you said.
Mm-hmm.
So we had insufficient evidence.
Yeah, because that would have made more sense. Obviously, we don't know that it's greater than because all of ours were less than.
Okay. So number 8, Maxie, is we have insufficient evidence. So it needs to be the second one. We have insufficient evidence that the mean of the differences is greater than 0.
Ouch. Thank you.
And then For the last two on there, Maxi, it's it's just on the Excel sheet. It tells you where the confidence interval is. So the number 18, the input, the lower bound is 5.303. And then the upper bound for number 19 is 18.603. Or 607, sorry, 18.607.
Okay.
And that's just on the Excel sheet. So we're just trying to figure out this one that isn't on the Excel sheet.
It's weird. It seems I have been absent for a while because I can't see this Excel sheet you were talking about. Yeah.
Like you can't find it on the class.
Yeah, resource thing.
So if you go into this lesson, like lesson 12, and then click on the reading, it'll tell you, it'll have you on there. Like it'll have it on there what you need to use.
Lesson 12?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I will find it. Ah.
So
I have someone who is calling me urgently, so I have to leave.
All right. Well, we can just email you when we figure out that one.
Okay.
All right.
I am like legit almost there. I know you have to go pick up kids, but oh, okay. So
So was your original answer 1.35? Is that what you said? 1.358?
I didn't say.
Because I just did something that that got me 1.358. I don't know if that's it though.
That might be a problem. My problem. I swear that we will figure this out. I think I may have just figured it out, so just give me a second. Here. Okay, I need to. This is going like really well. I'm going to
Hey, it hurts. No movie. One more time. We can't go to one on the bottom. I don't want to find one. I don't want to go. I'm making a cave. I'm making a rock. First, candy cave. Box. Hey! I'm looking like a monster. Monster box. The monster had 1 eye, 2 eye, 3 eye, 4 eye, 6 eye.
Okay.
3 eye, 4 eye. Look at the water eyes.
Dude, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you want to like
Mama. Mama.
I don't know, like, email the teacher or something, or that TA lady,
Mama.
since, you know, you got it at one point, and then what?